Now we're going to bring out the remarkable gentleman that we were talking about earlier. This is what his book, or one of his books, he may have written thousands of them, looks like, titled, as you see, The Phoenix Oracle, Dr. Richard Ireland, the new Edgar Casey, he is called. True story of America's most outstanding psychic. I've been in this business for a long time, and I've worked with a lot of people to do mentalist acts, and I don't think it's telling secrets out of school to say that most of them are demonstrations for entertainment. But in this case, what this man does just puzzles me completely, and of course fascinates all of us. Here is Dr. Richard Ireland.
Hello, Doctor.
Our staff people, Dr. Ireland, are still open-mouthed about what you did when you were on the show not long ago. I've been reading your book at home, and it might be worthwhile, since not everyone who sees the show at this moment saw you the last time you were here, if we go over a little bit of your personal story. You were how old when you first began to feel you had this gift?
I had gone into surgery, Steve, when I was only 5 years old for surgery on my eyes, and following the operation, although my eyes were taped and bandaged, surgically cupped, I discovered that I was able to play ball and do many things, and of course this made me sort of the spectacle of the hospital, the leper child of my family, and that was sort of the beginning. From there it just sort of unfolded in a natural way, and I made my first public demonstration when I was 13 years old.
I see. You had run into some other professional psychic, had you, at that time?
Yes, I had experienced some other psychics in the meanwhile, and felt as though this was something I could relate to, and ultimately I became involved, and here I am.
We have given our studio audience cards, just plain cards, nothing on them, and instructed them, those of them who care, to write out questions of a personal nature, so that when you get an answer, you'll know what Dr. Ireland is talking about. And they have been doing that. They're writing them right now, are they? Right. Would there be any value? Perhaps it might be interesting at home if we just turn on the house lights for a moment and showed that some writing is going on at the moment, or perhaps the writing is all, apparently it is. Nobody seems to be writing at the moment. Well, there are a few people, and now they're holding up their cards. We're going to collect them then again in just a minute or two, and after the next commercial, Dr. Ireland will receive them. That, of course, as you know, since you have them in your hands at this minute, you'll know that will be the first time that Dr. Ireland will have any contact with them at all. And I understand that by the time you do have that contact, you will be all blindfolded and taped so that you couldn't possibly see anything.
Yeah, we'll be all ready to go.
I understand that you have been Mae West's advisor in psychic matters for many years. Is that true?
Yes, Mae and I have been friends for many years, and I am rather flattered that she calls me her personal psychic. She, I don't believe, would have done Myra Breckenridge except for my encouragement.
Is that right?
And now I'm not really sure I should have encouraged her. But she's quite a remarkable person. Very psychic herself, by the way.
She is, huh?
Yes, very.
Are you at liberty to divulge any facts about that, or?
Well, she has written a great deal about her own psychic experiences in her latest book, and I couldn't take time off the show to specifically tell you some of the interesting stories that she shared with me. Some of them rather dramatic. Once where she saved, I think it was $50,000 in a lawsuit because of something that happened to her psychically, was revealed to her psychically, and the fact, of course, that she had all of her money in cash in the bank in the safety deposit box when the Depression came. That's a nice place to have it when the Depression comes.
At this moment, as you can see, we have our ushers in the aisle collecting the notes from the members of our audience. We thought it was important that you at home see that so that you don't assume there's been any trickery in the handling of the cards. They are being picked up at this minute, taken directly from the people who have just filled them out. Therefore, it follows that Dr. Ireland cannot have seen them, as indeed he could not have done so. And they're being picked up by a member of our staff here, who all of us have in plain sight. And, of course, you will recognize when you hear your own questions referred to. And as you'll see now, Dr. Ireland has begun the, perhaps we could even get a closer shot here on that activity, the task of covering up all the area around his eyes with surgical tape, which has the, for whatever the point is worth, the Johnson & Johnson label inside the little roll here. And
would you like to verify I cannot see, Steve? Under, around?
yes, that's absolutely clear. Again, let me, could you get an even closer shot? Because I think around the country people think, oh, he's peeking someplace. No, this is all covered, and it's right down here tight against the nose, so there's obviously no chance for light to get through there.
And would you tie me some bow knots back there?
All right. And this is a real thick blindfold. We checked these, too. The three of them, as a matter of fact.
It's amazing that even after I've put all this on, that certain skeptics who simply won't be convinced are inclined not to believe even then.
Huh. Well, I'm generally skeptical about such things, but you sure covered me the other night.
That's in case anyone thinks the holes are all lined up. Or that if, in fact, I might be peeking, and if the papers could be brought up here now, we'll get involved with those in just a moment.
Marty, if you... Oh, they're already here.
The other day I was accused of peeking out of here, Steve.
Yes, people actually have developed... They'll make up any theory to avoid thinking that...
Really, a lady told me that she thought I'd had a hole bored between my eyes and my nose and that I could see out of my nostrils. That's the truth.
Yes. So now, as you can see, there's the tape completely under Dr. Ireland's nose.
And I asked a doctor about it because I wanted to know, but he said it's physiologically impossible. I'd like to begin by saying hello to someone here by the name of Donna, and Donna, I believe, has written her paper in felt black pen. Where are you, please, Donna? Is it Donna like Cheston?
Just stand up if you would.
Can I hear your voice? Alston, that's close enough. I wanted to say that I do feel as though that you're a rather perceptive individual. You have a lot of capacity, especially in areas of foretelling events before they occur. And it seems that you have asked me something in regards to your husband, and I believe that your husband's in business with your father-in-law. Is that true, please?
That's right.
And can I tell you that things seem to be looking up as though they have not been just the way that they might be desired, but they do seem to be trending upward. There will be something good in regards to something to do with the Ozarks. Does that make sense to you?
That's right.
And I want to say to go ahead with something to do with the Ozarks. It does seem to me to be a wise decision, and something good will come out of that. I wanted to encourage you to pay a little bit more attention to your own inner guidance. I want to speak to a Ron, like Ramstead. Where are you, Ron? Are you out there? And did you come down here to visit the show from Santa Ana?
Right.
And we have not met before, have we?
Never.
It seems to me as though that you have an opportunity that was extended to me one time by Dr. Vasiliev at the University of Leningrad in Russia. You've been invited to go to Russia, isn't that true?
That's right.
And I seem to believe that you are going to go. It takes you into 1972, however, before you get to go. And it does seem as though that it will be a meaningful trip and certainly something that you should plan on doing. I wanted to speak to someone... Thank you. I wanted to speak to someone else here. I can't find the paper, but someone apparently who's going to be a grandmother. Is there a Marie McCormick here, please? Marie, we have not met before, have we?
No, we haven't.
And it seems to me as though that you're anticipating being a grandmother.
That's right.
Could I tell you better hurry home tonight?
Fine.
Because it seems to me as though that child will be born tomorrow, sometime between midnight and the end of tomorrow, and it may be in a little hurry. I think it'll be a boy, and he's rather impatient. And is the time set by the doctor as being tomorrow?
Right. I've got a bet on it.
He's not going to miss it too far. I want to say hello to someone by the name of Kathy, like Simmons or Simmons. Are you there? Yeah. And Kathy, I feel that are you here from South Pasadena?
Yes.
And can I tell you that I think you've asked me something that you already know, and so I'm not going to answer it, but I can tell you how you can find out. Take your billfold out, look at your driver's license, and you'll see it. I did feel, however, that there would be less money in your purse after next week because I see you rather actively involved in spending it, and something to do about a legal matter involving someone else that you've inquired about, and I want to say that someone's going to be imprisoned. Do you understand what I'm talking about, please?
No.
You don't know. Haven't you wondered something about Angela?
Oh, uh-huh.
All right.